Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer Sugarman. I'm the president and CEO of the Cocoa Beach Regional Chamber of Commerce, and we are here for our very first episode of our podcast with our business champion of the month, Quinisha, who has the best crabs in town and one of the most delicious restaurants in Cocoa Beach. So first, let me just say congratulations on winning the Business Champion of the Month for the Cocoa Beach Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Which is so exciting.
So exciting. And the best part was your mom joined us on Zoom to watch you win your award. I was like, this is such a family event. I love this.
And we're all so close.
That's awesome. Like that. I love that. Well, so let's start with this. Tell me a little bit about your background. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? And how did you decide to get into this kind of business?
My background is I'm the oldest. I have 4 brothers. I'm originally born and raised in Cocoa Rockledge, Florida.
Wow, you're a native. Mm-hmm. You just don't see those really very often.
I know. And literally, I kind of moved around. I went to Cocoa High, Rockledge High. Graduated from Satellite High.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's my neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I love Satellite Beach.
My stepdad is retired Air Force.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you are a Brevard County native. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And I hear the rivalry with Cocoa and Rockledge is pretty thick.
I know. I just did a sponsorship for a golf tournament for Cocoa High, and they were like, you can't do one without Rockledge High.
Not doing the other.
Now I have 2 sponsorships with 2 of the high schools, whatever.
Fantastic.
I love them both.
That's awesome. Well, that's good. It's good to be a jack of all trades and get along with everybody. Mm-hmm. So, Brevard County native, how did you decide opening a restaurant, especially during a year of a pandemic? In July of 2020 would be a great idea.
Oh my gosh. Like, it's always been a dream of mine to kind of, I've been an entrepreneur like all my life. So like, doing seafood was something I've always loved. I tried it before and I wanted to do it again on a grander scale. And my husband and I like just went driving one day and I just told him, I was like, I want to go find a space. And literally I went driving around and I found that location. And when I looked at it and just absolutely loved it. And we found it in the end of January.
Wow. Right
before everything was like
before it was
brewing.
A thing.
Yeah, it was brewing in January. And then when I signed a lease in March, a week later, COVID hit.
Oh my goodness.
And I didn't get the keys because in the lease, it wasn't until April 1st. So thank God, like we negotiated our lease to have free rent until August.
Wow.
So we didn't have to rush, but we just prepared to open whenever it was the best timing. And if you remember, like March, April, May, I believe that most of the restaurants were closed. And so instead of just opening during that time, we just prepared because we didn't have to. So we decided 4th of July weekend was a good time.
Yeah.
Before the month of when we would have to start paying in August.
Absolutely. Get ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so key takeaway in business number 1 I'm getting from Quinisha is always negotiate your lease.
Absolutely.
Okay, good for you.
Absolutely.
And for those that are listening at home or at the office, can you tell them where you're located? Where is this beautiful space?
So we're located like 2 minutes on, north of 520, like on the right on A1A, closer to the pier. There's a shopping center, and Vogue Nails is our neighbor.
Yeah.
There's a seashell store, Pizza Vola,
another chamber partner.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So make sure you come and see them. So what's your specialty dish? What are you known for?
So everybody loves our Crackin crab platter. That's like our number 1 seller. You get 2 clusters of snow crabs, corn and potatoes, and one of our premium sides, which is a choice of seafood rice, seafood macaroni and cheese, veggies, or a premium boil is like a low country boil. You have potatoes, corn, and boiled egg in it.
That's amazing.
We also have our king crab platter, our trio platter. Those are our top 3. And then we have a few things that's not like normal to the area. Like we have a fried snow crab and a fried a lobster tail and garlic crab fries.
You had me at garlic. I'm listening. This is amazing. I think my husband might be your new biggest fan. He's a crab guy.
Oh my God, it's so
where
good.
do you get all these crabs?
So I have some local sources, and then we have just the big chains and stuff that too, like Cisco and US Foods that come and help deliver food from all over.
That's great. Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations. Super, super proud of you. It's
Thank
really
you.
hard work to own your own business and
Yeah.
especially to start in the middle of 2020. So let's shift gears a little bit and talk about mom life, something that I know very well. And I
Yeah.
think there's probably a lot of working moms that are going to be watching this episode. What would you say to them if they have the same entrepreneurial spirit that you have about what it takes and what lessons learned maybe?
I say the biggest thing is don't feel bad for building your legacy. What I'm realizing with a 2-year-old, a 12-year-old, and 17-year-old is that my 17-year-old doesn't always understand the overall picture. And it's okay if she doesn't understand, like, why we're working all the time. She tells me that, there's more to life than just work and school. I'm like, yes, babe. But this is the foundation to get you where you want to be.
Well, at 17, I'm sure she knows everything.
I mean,
so
really.
Don't worry about it.
And then my 12-year-old, she does not like to work. But I tell her, sometimes when we need you, you have to come. And mommy being the owner, there's no law stating that you can't.
So sweep the floor.
Okay. And I grew up like both of my parents were entrepreneurs. My dad, he did design and decorative stuff, and he had his own place. And then my mom was a cosmetologist for 30 plus years, 3 different salons. So I was.
Is that why you have great eyelashes? If you guys could see what I see in front of me, they're just gorgeous. I'm having a little bit of a moment right now.
Stop it. Listen. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, as early as I can remember, I've been helping my mom like wash hair. She started just like me. So I started cooking from home.
Wow.
And then got the opportunity to get a smaller location. I left that and I did catering for a couple years. And then this was when I started doing this. So
right.
I just feel like sometimes people miss the part of crawling before you walk, and it's important because you get a lot of experience through those things that you can take to your next level.
Absolutely. I think everything builds upon itself and you learn a lot from your failures. And like you said, you dabbled a little bit in this and started out and then you took a break and then you came back and it really seems like you're stronger than ever.
Oh my gosh, yes. I think about, hindsight, I was like, why am I going through this? Why is this a long way there?
Right.
Like, I know what I know, so I should be able to just get it. And sometimes you just have to take the longer scenic route and you
have to go through it.
And then being a mom, it sometimes like I lose balance of the two. Like, I feel so bad, so I overcompensate and give. And then I want to teach my kids, hard work and ethics. So I'm have them paying and saving that money for their things that they want and stuff like that. So it's not easy.
It's important to learn the value of a dollar earned. And I think that's great that you're doing that. And someday your 17-year-old, when she becomes a mom, will realize, oh, wait, I didn't know everything. Mom was actually pretty awesome, working hard.
This is her first job. And I told her today, I said, you have $1,000 saved towards your first car. She just got her restrict. She gets her license in January.
Wow.
I said, this is opportunity that you may have not been able to have. So like, look at it from that point of view, not that you're tired of going to work. Look at it that you have something that you probably wouldn't have had if you didn't have this opportunity. So.
Absolutely. Now tell me a little bit, we're more than just moms, which is hard to overcome sometimes because we're so in the trenches with day-to-day kid stuff. But being a business owner, being a female business owner, and being an African-American female business owner, what does that mean to you? And what advice do you have for those that are trying to follow in your footsteps?
To me, it means a lot. I sometimes feel like that we're put on a different pedestal, that we have to be just as smarter than everybody. We have to work harder and like we have to know things that sometimes we aren't privy to the resources. So like it's a lot of figuring stuff out on your own. And that's why I love the chamber, because you guys have so many resources and most of the time it's just a phone call away or email away. So I feel honestly, what has helped me throughout this whole process is having a mentor. And sometimes our mentors doesn't look like me, and it'll look like another business owner that went through the same experience that I have and say, hey, Q, this is what you need to do. Don't do this. And I'm like, I'm so, I really appreciate those relationships that I've been able to have from other local business owners. So I would say to find someone that's in the same industry and just ask them questions. And that's what's helping a lot. I mean, I probably can reach back and think about 4 or 5 business owners that helped me just in the process of opening up the restaurant that came in. My friend Rob from Time Out came and went shopping the day that I opened. I forgot like onion powder and like soda, ice or something like that. And he was like, you got me for an hour, whatever you want. And so like he went to the store, brought me coolers and stuff, just that kind of stuff. And my friend Adam from Shaquan's came and helped me like with questions I had. Peter Pizarro's and Romeo from Pizarro's Pizza, they've all helped me. And so like we've all kind of built this relationship and helping each other out. And I help them out because I'm pretty good with marketing. I would say that's my specialty. And so I've always helped everybody else with those kind of things too.
So it comes full circle. So great piece of advice. Always be willing to offer a helping hand and be a mentor and be mentored because
you don't have all the answers.
You do not have all the answers starting out. Well, you've done a fantastic job and you touched on this a little bit. Thank you for giving the chamber a shout out. You joined the chamber somewhat recently when you first opened. And so what would you say are the top 1 or 2 things that you've gotten so far from your membership with the chamber that you'd like other businesses to consider as they are thinking about joining the chamber?
I would say the exposure has been pretty amazing. Like a lot of people have never even heard about Q's Crackin Crab, especially during a pandemic. I've been able to get my name out there in conversations. The resources, like I always talk about, like if you just go to their meetings or just online to any of their Zoom meetings, you'll see that you're able to get connected with people that can help you in any type of field that you're in.
Absolutely. And we've been hearing, especially during the pandemic, there's owners of restaurants that have been running a long time that are now having to be the general manager and the wait staff and take on so many jobs.
Staffing is so terrible right now.
Yeah.
Like that's the biggest thing. I did a job fair with the Employee Florida Unemployment Office. On the news and everything, we had one person. It was one of my daughter's friends.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
We're hearing that time and time again, not just from the restaurants, but from the hoteliers as well. And so that's something, being the Cocoa Beach Chamber and carrying that worldwide known name. We've been hearing a lot of that because we focus heavily on tourism and hospitality. And so I was really glad to hear that spring break was picking up. I know you were in your restaurant working your butt off.
Yeah, we were slammed.
But you don't have the staff to keep up with that. And so if you are listening and you're looking for a job and a great place to work,
I'm trying to tell you, come by Q's Crackin Crab. I mean, even this Sunday, I gave my staff who wanted off, I gave them time off to be with their family and friends for Easter.
Aww.
And instead of closing, I decided to just open up for takeout delivery. So trying to make my customers happy, then my staff happy, but I could not open for a full day because we just didn't have the staff. And it'll do a disservice. I'm all about customer service at Q's and food quality. And I wanted to make sure that we were at 100% on both items before opening up. And
well, that's the sign of good business ownership. So that's good. You're doing what you need to do.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you would love to tell us today about yourself, about your business? I mean, you've already grown so rapidly in less than a year.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a ribbon cutting for your 1-year anniversary.
I know. I was going to ask because we're over here trying to decide what are we going to do. Our 1-year anniversary is 4th of July weekend, July 3rd. So that'll be fun.
Well, obviously, we're going to take a crab and we're going to put it on top of a firework and we're just going to explode it in the air. That sounds like good marketing and PR to me.
I think that sounds cool. Like I would love to have like a big little cookout, maybe rent the park across the street from us and have some bounce houses and stuff and some music. Yeah.
Oh, my son would love that. Well, we so appreciate you being on.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
on winning the Chamber's Business Champion of the Month.
I'm excited about that.
Obviously, her customers love her and the business itself, or they would not have voted for her and put her up for this. So thank you for telling your story.
No problem.
And we look forward to watching your success and coming in to eat some crab.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you on the next edition of Chamber Vibes.
Thank you.